Hello and good afternoon. Hope you guys had a good day today. I'm breaking down a few pairs I'll be trading for the week of June 9th to June, I think 14th or 13th. I want to give you guys an update on pound, NZD, gold, and a few other pairs and what may happen this week. So let's start with gold. Almighty gold. If you look back on the daily time frame, you can see that price has come back to the order block that caused the break of structure over here. It has come back to the changing state of that order block, and it took out liquidity over here. So therefore, we are fully aware that gold is very bullish. Gold is going to go all the way up to this old high over here. So now after that happened, we see our second entry right here somewhere, right here. So as you can see, price formed a series of down candles. That's the order block. That's the bullish order block in this scenario. Price formed that, as you can see, it came back. There was a rejection. Price still went and broke this old high over here. So when that happened, price came back, formed a new area of liquidity, and price came back and took it out. It came back to the changing state. So and then that set the price up for the next leg. And then after price got to the other block again, it went on to break structure. But if you can see here, price formed a supply zone over here, came down, formed liquidity, tapped the other block. Price came back and took out the liquidity, but failed to break this low over here. This low. So therefore, if it was to break this low, and then price pushed up and broke this high, forming a new high. So in that case, we are fully aware that this series of down candles here form the new order block that price may come back to. So price went up. The supply zone that failed to break this low became an area of support for price to form the manipulation to the upside. Then during NMP, price made its way down back to the order block. So over here, if you look at the 1 hour time frame, you see that price made this order block that caused the break of structure. Price, this may hold over here. I took an entry here last week, so this may hold, or price may go lower, fill this imbalance here and make the leg higher. It's either of those two options. So but overall, gold is very bullish, and I'm looking for only buys on gold. Let's move to Euro USD. A similar thing to here. If you can see from the 4 hour time frame, price came back to an old order block. That's came back to the change of the old order block. It pushed higher. It failed. It went back to the supply zone that caused this move, and it failed to break this low. That means that there's some level of bullishness that have stepped in the market. Good, and we get our break of structure here. Nice. But price form liquidity here and here, these two over here, right? So what happens if you go down to the M30, that's the 30-minute time frame? You can see that this whole candle here, this whole substitute of up candles was a bearish order block, but it failed to make price go and break this low. If you look carefully on the M5, you see that price made a rejection from that level. There was a rejection here. If you look closely, you see that there was a rejection here. Over here, there was a rejection. So this one becomes the order block price will return to, and the price broke structure. Yes, nice. So once that happened, these areas of liquidity have formed before the order block, and then price later came back to it nicely. So that will give you the next buy. Now price has also again pushed up and broken structure over here. So now if price is to return, I expect it to return to this level here somewhere, because this where price had a supply zone, and it had a rejection and broke with a very strong displacement, and has formed an area of liquidity. So I expect price to kind of return back to that level, and we will take our entry higher, right? So that's what I'm looking for on EU also. Let's look at pound NZD. Pound NZD. If you can see from here, over here, price came back to this supply zone over here. A form of area of liquidity, price came back to it and it dropped nicely. Cool. So if you go down to the 1 hour time frame, you will see that there was an order block here too. Hold on, I should refine it. You will see that there was an order block here, right? So price came back to it, and then there was a rejection. So this rejection, so this was meant to go down and break this low, but it failed. So and this rejection forward price kind of to go higher. So this level is what I use as my order block for entry. So that if price is to return, I'm looking for it to return to this level in the future. You see that has formed areas of has formed so many lows here. This low, this low, this low, this low. So hopefully this week, if price is to come back, I expect this low to get taken out. Then I'll get a buy entry on pound NZD. And for the final pair, euro odd, a similar thing to here. So for this week, all the pairs I'm trading, they are all bullish. They are all bullish. So if you look carefully, you can see that when price came back to this order block here, this block here, you see that it came back for supply and it broke structure nicely. But after price formed this supply zone here, price came back and there was a rejection and it broke through it, right? So price broke through. So you see that price formed liquidity and it came back and took it out. So this new candle here is a order block, but let's try and refine it and then make it better. So you will see that you see that there is a rejection here. So if you look here, if you look carefully, you see that price, pulled back a bit from some supply zone over here, and then broke structure nicely. So price has come back to the supply zone. It must break this low, but it failed to do that. Now there was a reaction here. So these candles now are these two candles are now the order block I'll be looking for price to return to for me to find my entries, right? So as you can see, that's the zone right here. Price broke with a strong displacement, has formed liquidity. So hopefully this week or next week, if price is to break this low, I'll be looking for an entry here for a nice 8-hour trade. So that's the weekly outlook for the week of June 9th to June 14th or 13th, I think. So hopefully I'll see you guys in the week and give you updates. Stay logged in and keep printing.